Welcome to this how-to video on creating a CMA in Link. The goal of this video is to train you how to create a Comparative Market Analysis, or CMA, in Link. The CMA feature in Link is a powerful tool great for researching and comparing listings, whether for gathering information to recommend an asking price or for gathering comps to put together an offer. The CMA feature allows you to harness the high-quality data from Link to give you and your clients the edge. Step 1. When creating a CMA, you can use either an existing Link listing or one of your draft listings as the subject property. Before we begin, you will need one of these. If you plan on using one of your draft listings and you have not yet entered that listing, you'll need to do this before creating the CMA. If you plan on using an existing listing, you'll need the link ID number for that listing. A listing's link ID number can be found on the listing sheet for that listing. Use the normal link search to find the listing sheet and link ID number of the listing you want to use. Step 2. Once you've entered a draft listing to use or have the link ID number of the listing you'd like to use, it's time to create the CMA. To access the CMA page, from any page in Link under the My Work navigation menu, click on Comparative Market Analysis. Once on the CMA page, you will see a list of your CMAs on the left side of the page and instructions for creating a new CMA on the right side of the page. To create a new CMA, click the link that says "Click here to create a new CMA." This will hide the CMA instructions and instead show a toolbar and a number of fields allowing you to create a new CMA. Step 3. After you've clicked the "Click here to create a CMA" hyperlink, fill in the CMA information. Only the Prepared For and Prepared On fields are required, but you can fill in as much other information as you'd like. When filling in the Prepared For field, you may select one of your clients from the drop-down list, or you may alternatively enter any name you like. For this demonstration, we will select client Carrie MacArthur in the Prepared For field. We will leave today's date in the Prepared On field, and we will enter a valuation of $1.65 million and change the title to CMA for Carrie. Step 4. After you've filled in the CMA information, you must first save the CMA before you can find subject and comparable properties. To save the CMA, click the Save button on the toolbar. Clicking the Save button will cause the other toolbar options to become enabled. Because selecting a subject property is not required, once you've saved the CMA, you can continue either by selecting a subject property or by finding comparable properties. For this demonstration, we'll continue by selecting a subject property. Step 5. After you've saved the CMA, click the Find Subject button on the toolbar to select the subject property. This will display a dialog that allows you to select either an existing listing by link ID number or one of your draft listings. To use a pre-existing listing, enter the link ID number of the listing you'd like to use in the Subject Property Link ID field. To use one of your tentative listings, select the listing you'd like to use from the My Tentative Listings drop-down list. For this demonstration, we will use an existing listing with the link ID number of 19123. After you've selected a subject property, click the Save button at the bottom of the dialog to save your selection. This will return you to the CMA page where you will see the property you selected under the Subject Property header. Step 6. Once you have selected a subject property, click the Find Comparables button on the toolbar to find comparable properties. This will take you to a new page where you can enter search criteria to find comparable properties. For this demonstration, we will look for all available properties in Eggertown between $1.6 million and $1.7 million. After you've entered your search criteria, click the Search button on the toolbar to search for comparable listings. This will cause your search results to be displayed in the Search Results section below your search criteria. To add any of your search results to your collection of comparable properties, simply click the listings to select them and then drag and drop them from the Search Results section on the left to the Current Comparables section on the right. You can also use the Control and Shift buttons on your keyboard to select multiple listings. After you've added a few listings to your list of current comparables, you can sort that list by dragging and dropping the listings into whatever order you would like. For this demonstration, we will add 2 of our search results to our current comparables by dragging and dropping them. After you're done gathering comparables, click the Done button on the toolbar to return to the CMA page where you will find the comparable properties you selected under the Comparative Properties header. Step 7. Once back on the CMA page, finalize your CMA by adding any other information that you might not have entered earlier and by adding comments to any of the comps you selected. You can add comments to any of the comparable properties by clicking the Click to Add Comment label under the Comments section for that property. For this demonstration, we will add a comment to the first comparable property stating, "This listing is right on the money." After you're done entering your comment, click the disk icon to save your comment. Step 8. After you're done finalizing your CMA, you can then print the CMA or save it to a PDF file by clicking the Print button on the toolbar and then selecting Comparative Market Analysis. This will create a nicely formatted CMA with a statistical chart and a map of all the comparable properties. You can then print the CMA by clicking the printer icon, or you can save the CMA as a PDF by clicking the disk icon. That concludes this how-to video on creating a CMA.